Good morning to everyone. Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Tepo Advisory Group. For those who are new, I would like to welcome you. Uh, the real reason why I'm making this, why I made the YouTube channel, was for me to actually get to document my journey, not only for other people who may be on the same position as I'm in, or who may be experiencing the same things that I'm experiencing. I'm also doing it for myself so that I may reflect back on the challenges that I've overcome, yes, and then to actually realize ukuthi where I am at. Because currently we are no longer using diaries, so we are using. I'm trying to convert using diary because I tried using a diary, it didn't work. So I decided to make a YouTube channel in regards to me documenting my journey. So yeah, today I would like to talk about the current situation, my current situation, like the current thing now, that I've just realized about myself. Which means the topic of today is self-discovery. I've realized that self-discovery is something that is very painful. It's very painful because it dwells deep into what you believe about to be true about yourself. Because most of us are scared to face ourselves, and we are also scared to accept that some of our character traits are wrong, or yeah, wrong character traits, wrong opinions, wrong perspectives. So we do have some of those things, so we have to deal with sooner or later. So it's a very painful and a lonely journey, to be precise. So um, yeah, I just wanted to talk about my self discovery, of which I've just discovered something about myself that has been holding me back for quite some time now, which is uh, boundaries, setting boundaries. I've realized that I haven't really took time to set boundaries for myself, and that has been like allowing most people to take advantage of it and to actually abuse me emotionally, to get the chance to actually abuse me emotionally, specifically in relationships. Yeah, so I haven't been creating myself boundaries for people who are close to me or who have access to me. So that's one thing that I've realized, and I've realized the importance of it going forth. Because not having boundaries, it actually makes it for a person who doesn't have boundaries like myself. It creates a bad habit of not thinking that if I don't have boundaries, then that means other people don't have boundaries. So it actually makes it for me to step on other people's boundaries and actually feel like ke tla reng, I get offended easily. I get offended easily when other people portray their boundaries or actually state their boundaries towards me because I don't have boundaries. So I get the word just slipped again. I get not intrigued, man. I've just said it now. But then I feel some type of way about it because I don't have boundaries. and then that actually creates an imbalance of relationship whereby I feel like, yeah, the word I'm looking for is offended. I feel offended, and then I actually get to feel a bit down. Offensive, being offended, feeling offended all the time is actually draining. So I actually realized that at some point in life, you don't have to take everything personal. Just because someone just set a boundary, like, okay, because there are different type of boundaries. One thing that I've also realized about boundaries is that they evolve according to your growth as a human being. So meaning, if I've grown to this level of understanding of reality, meaning I'm gonna set my level of boundaries. And then when I grow up again, I'm definitely gonna have to set new boundaries. So the thing about boundaries is it's not a once-off thing. It's a continuous thing. So that's another thing that I've realized. And some things sometimes you might realize something. Actually, realization comes from understanding. So most of the time we know things. Okay, there's boundaries. What are boundaries? You don't know. What what like you don't even know Rena bohlokwa ba di boundaries ke eng. You don't know the need of boundaries. You don't know the need of, yeah, other things. Some things we know them, but we don't know the need of them, and we don't know how to use them for our own benefit. Sometimes having your own benefits doesn't mean that you have to use people to get benefits. Sometimes you benefit from disappointing other people because you don't have that money to give to someone, you don't have the time to give to someone, you don't have what they need. So disappointing them, it's not something that you should feel bad about, but it's something that you need to realize that it's for your own benefit, for your own self benefit. So eh, that's one thing that I've learned again about boundaries. And then, yeah, there's still a lot to discover though. But from this point, I feel like I needed to realize, Guti, I need boundaries. I need boundaries so that I may not be manipulated. And then the time I see, Guti, no, I've been manipulated here, I'll be lashing out, or I'll be taking rational decisions of, okay, I no longer want to speak to this person. Although labor on their side, it might be they were in a position where, okay, this guy doesn't see Gucci, how valuable he is. He's open to, like, people have access to him, and even people who are not supposed to be having access to him have access to him. So which means there's something wrong, and ke tla re, there's something wrong in a matter of boundaries. Yes, in a matter of boundaries. So uh, they can't put boundaries for me. No one can put boundaries for me. So if I don't have boundaries, meaning I'm just a stepping stone, a doormat. Those are things that you will ultimately turn into if I might turn into if I continue this way of not having boundaries. And then people who are doormat are people who are hardly able to succeed in life because they are going to always beat themselves up because people have walked all over them and for them to have time to process ukuthi, okay, I've been hurt by this person. That time, iba to process that they should be focusing on something else, which is self-development. So meaning they go through trauma and then they have to heal themselves. Trauma, healing, trauma, healing, trauma, healing, and it's a process of one day of not having boundaries. Now, so setting boundaries actually help you to have a longer time focusing on yourself, like self development. Okay, these are the boundaries that I've set for me to grow from this point to this point. So it actually helps you to grow. So yeah, that's the essential of having boundaries. So my advice to someone like me, uh, have boundaries, man. Have boundaries. Have the courage to love yourself, of which I think that's the definition of having boundaries. There was a clip that I was watching today morning about boundaries because I wanted to understand what are boundaries and why do I need boundaries. So I actually got to an understanding that boundaries are a way to show yourself that you actually love yourself and you actually value yourself despite of anyone's opinion. And then yeah, despite anyone's opinion, so disappointing someone because you are trying to save yourself, it's actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You shouldn't feel bad about it. I shouldn't feel bad about that. And yeah, so yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to share today. Boundaries, of which implementing something again, it's still complex. It's still complex. I still have a long way in terms of boundaries. Like I said, it's not a once off thing. It's gonna be a continuous thing. So I'm happy that I realized that thing. Good to know, man. You need boundaries, bro. You are who you are. I am who I am. This is me. I have to accept myself first. Good to know. This is how I speak. This is how I present myself to people. But also considering the fact that I have to have boundaries. There has to be a line where a line that protects myself, you know, from outer energies, because everything is energy. So a boundary is actually something that helps to protect your energy, so that your energy may not be taken without your authorization. So yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Do follow for more. There's gonna be more, definitely. I do have plans for next year. There's a whole lot, a whole lot. I don't wanna jinx things, but there's a whole lot that I'm planning. And uh, to be honest, at this point, I just need a team. I just need a team in regards to my plans, my project plans. I have projects that I wanna enforce under Tepo Advisory Group. The current operating project is called Employment Intervention Program, whereby I've created a community of people that help each other with employment opportunities, employment advices in terms of how to compile your CV, of which that's one of my services as well. For someone who doesn't really have time to compile their CV, or who doesn't have a clue on how to compile their CVs, with the career they are in. Because I might share something about CV, which CV must have this, CV must not have this, CV must be like this, CV must not be like this. But ultimately, a CV must represent an individual. So that individual is you. You know what you need, you know what you want. So I'm here for that. In terms of having a one-on-one consultation. So I do offer consultation for people with who needs help with CVs. So yeah, I'm currently focused on the employment spectrum. So yeah, I do fix CVs, and I do also fix. It's called CV revamping. So CV revamping, it has CV, your hard copy CV. It has your digital CV, which is the LinkedIn profile. It has your own personal CV, your like, not personal to say, the way you present yourself. So meaning I'm willing to share the information I have now in terms of how you behave at work, how you actually present yourself to opportunities, because you actually present yourself to opportunities. There's limitless opportunities every day, but how you present yourself to the opportunity matters. So yeah, that's my main category for the moment, the project that I'm handling. And then there's still more to share for anyone who is interested in any project that I might have. But I'm looking for people who are serious, firstly, people who have flexible time, and someone who has access to a laptop and internet. You might not work here, you might work from home, but then of course we still need to meet from time to time, and then you need to be flexible in time of attending meetings, because there's definitely gonna be meetings to be attended, and then there's definitely going to be some field work to be handled. So uh, that's the main focus right now. I would like to close this day's video documentary, of course, and then see you next time, guys. See you next time. I always have something to say at the end of the video, but I'm trying to limit myself from not having that habit of elongating the videos. So see you.